We're basically stripping all the nutrients out of the earth. We're spilling all this toxic waste into our home environments and into the external environments, and we're basically killing the planet. And we have to start getting a social conscience about what we're doing. There are people, for example, who dispute whether climate change actually occurs. I don't care whether it occurs or not. What I do care about is the sort of muck we're putting into the environment, both within the home and outside the home, that's causing all these sort of problems and all these health issues.
We are leading such an artificial life, and it's quite funny because people often say, oh, but this is normal. No, it's not. No, we're supposed to be eating the fruits, the nuts, the berries. We're supposed to be eating the vegetables, the beans. We're supposed to be eating fish and an incredibly small amount of meat. We're supposed to be, leading an active lifestyle. I would suggest that up to 95% of the chronic illnesses that we're suffering from ADHD to Alzheimer's, heart attack, to stroke and cancer, to arthritis and all those other diseases are linked with our diet and lifestyle of the 21st century.
I think it's important to recognise the fact that 1 in every 2 men get cancer in their lifetimes and 1 in every 3 women get cancer in their lifetimes, and that we are facing a major and unparalleled cancer epidemic. These figures represent a major escalation in the incidence of cancer over the last 4 decades.
I think one of the reasons for that is the excessive exposure to these ubiquitous synthetic chemicals, both within our homes and outdoors as well, and also the increasing exposure to radiation. And it's just everywhere in many of the products we use within our home.
In my practice, I have seen a lot of toxicity issues, a lot of sensitivity, allergy issues.
A chemical I'm concerned about is sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, and the reason I'm concerned about it is, first of all, we know it's used extensively in industry as a degreaser, but nowadays it's found in just about every single one of the personal care products that an individual will have.
And it is particularly harsh on our skin. It strips away all the natural oils, and it's not only on our skin that we have to look at, but this is commonly found in toothpastes as well. I find that propylene glycol is one of the main ingredients that we need to look out for. We've got to look at the cost, the health cost that it has on our system.
We find that, for example, diethanolamine causes cancer in rats. Now, would I want my children to be bathing in a bubble bath with diethanolamine in it? When you consider that we are exposed to these chemicals from conception to death, the combined effect can be extremely damaging.
We already have the poorest soils in the world, and then if you farm them just a couple of times, you're losing all of those into the plants and they're not being replaced. We literally only replace the stuff that makes the plant look tall and green so that we can sell it.
Which passes the whole problem to the agrochemical industry, who now have to offer farmers pesticides, herbicides and a whole range of chemicals to rid the bugs. Of course, the bugs are only there because the food is sick. And that's the food that goes into the food chain.
It concerns me when I hear this nonsense that people go on with when they say, oh, but doctor, I don't need to take a supplement because I eat a lot of good food. Well, they might be thinking they're eating a lot of good food, and as I said, fruit and vegetables, very important, but I don't think in this modern society that it's enough.
We definitely need to look at putting in additional nutrients into our system. So supplements in the form of herbal and nutritional, mineral, etc. are a very easy way to top our system up, keep our immune system on track for our life.
And there are some reasonable supplements you can get from a supermarket, but a lot of them are the cheapest varieties, and you're walking, oh, that looks pretty cheap, I'll take that. It's not going to do you any good. You're wasting your money. So if you're going to take supplements, my strong advice to everyone is to take the best quality, naturally sourced combination supplements.
What we need to do is to focus on disease prevention and cancer prevention, and the time for this is past. The wake-up call is that we are not a healthy society, we're a sick society.
I think what we all have to do is realise that it's not someone else's problem. If you're listening to this today, realise that what happens in the environment is every single person's responsibility, every single person's problem. So I believe life is about making a decision. It's not making the big decision that you're going to change the planet. It's not making the big decision you're going to change yourself and be healthy. It's making 30, 40, 50 small decisions every day. Decisions like, no, I won't use the elevator or the lift or the escalator, I'll walk up the stairs. No, I won't eat that biscuit, I'll have a piece of fruit, or I'll have a natural, a handful of natural nuts or something like that. No, I will use a more natural product than using some synthetic deodorant. I'll use a natural toothpaste than a synthetic toothpaste. It's making all of these small decisions in your life every day that either take you and the planet towards good health, or you and the planet towards a premature death and demise. And we not only have a responsibility for ourselves, but a responsibility for our children and our children's children to keep all of us and to keep the planet very healthy.